som himlarna, som vindarna, som vågorna, som fåglarna, som blommorna på marken.
The best way to have a relationship is to not have one. No, listen to what I mean. Don't have one. You just be and relate, and you find things are fine. If you are empty, it's the best is coming out of you. Forget the notion or the concept of relationship or any other concept if you can, actually. And just move from emptiness. Just come from emptiness. You're fine. I think we struggle a lot with the roles that we play through concepts, because they kind of have a meaning, and especially try to dissuade people from saying or thinking this is how things should be. If you are free of this concept, of how things should be, you'll find that such a tremendous flexibility and openness is present in you, and a joy, actually. It's like you cannot be captured, you cannot be oppressed. You see all these things happening, and you know what? You are having the best relationship. You're having the best relationship because somehow, there's no pressure in you. If you don't have a sense of how things should be, strictly, then there's space for the whole world to fit in you. It's so amazing, actually. But as soon as you start to be a person, it has its own little, shapes and stuff, and this is where we struggle, because something loves that free space. So love comes freely. I'm not talking about some other thing about free love. I'm talking about just that love is free. It comes freely, and there's a space, and there's a joy, and there's an adventure, in fact, because you don't know where you're going. You don't know what is coming out. Everything is coming out of the kiln, fresh every time. And you should have a sense, in fact, that you should have a sense that you are seeing each other for the first time all the time. I have to say, this thing is so true. When you start to look at someone and it's only history, I think that something's a bit stale. It's not that you are doing, looking at the person, freshly. It's like you can't help it, because you are fresh every time. You are fresh, and you don't hold on to old pains or remember wrongs or like this. It's something so beautiful, and the capacity is inside everybody. But for one thing, the cost of your ego. That's all. Everything works fine. The world works beautifully without you. You understand? This you who is you. Then you find the you-less you. Then you can be you again. It's fine. They can give it back to you, and you will sail your ship perfectly nice. You'll be fine. But the person, we cannot help it, Some kind of idiosyncrasies will be there. You'll find somebody who's really good in every way, but to their partner, they're boring. Another one is like this and full of things, but they totally cause trouble. If you're looking for the perfect, you will just be empty, and you find that somehow, moment by moment, everything is unfolding. Even if you have a fight, it feels like it's okay. It's okay. Because what's at stake? What is at stake? Yes. Or even gain, in fact. This is very practical advice I'm giving. And some of you know it already, no? You're already dancing in that joy.
What I hear from that is relating from eye to eye is always going to be hard. If you have a concept, you are my girlfriend, just that is already the door for eye to eye.
There's a time when you can say all these things and they will not, no corruption will be in them. It's fine. because you've cracked the code somehow. You see, it's not the word, your girlfriend, or it's not the word. It's that some words are heard in a very immature space. You know, somebody who is living on those words, who seem to need I need to be your girlfriend. If I'm not your girlfriend, I'm going to kill you. You know, so sometimes it's too. Some concepts that they mean too much. But so from this place of your self-discovering, it just becomes more open, and you feel, because it must be, if you know that the end of the road could be, this is not there anymore, and your eyes are still clear somewhere inside yourself, that is a tremendous place for you to be, because it means that you're totally free to be who you are and to express what needs to express in your life. And this is, if people can have this freedom, that is so beautiful. Was I talking just the other day about this one sadhu in Tiruvannamalai. Yeah? He has an internet cafe, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah? You know the sadhu who I'm talking? Yeah. Yes. He loves me very much. We love him very much. No? He said to me one day, Mooji, I want to tell you something. I said, yeah, what? He says, I am so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I said, that's very good. He says, Mooji, you know why I'm so happy? You know why I'm so happy? I said, no. He says, okay, one moment. He went inside. He comes out with his wife. Comes out with his wife. And she's very good. Mooji, she is the reason why I'm so happy. I said, okay, because she let me be myself. She just lets me be myself. And I learned to let her be herself. And I am so happy. It was so beautiful, because it was not just words. It didn't feel like, oh, it's just words. It was like, here's someone who is strong enough to allow you to be who you are. They have enough space in them to allow you to find a space in you. And then love flourishes beautifully like that, because, you know, pressure kills. You know, trying to live up to someone else's, you know, shapes. This is what should be. This is now we're going to do the couple thing. You know, it's our couple moment, darling. You know, yeah, but, you know, I got to see my friends in Portugal. Yeah, but it's our couple time. Jesus Christ. You know, like this. And then, you see, then this is when the thing is too much. It's too much. You have to be so flexible that you kind of say, you know, listen, my plans cannot be greater than God's, you know, unfolding. Yeah? And because sometimes, I don't know, I see this kind of coupling, and it's just, oh, God, Jesus Christ. Give us a break. But the great thing is that things can turn around so easily, beautifully also. You know, when you free up your space, you see, we don't realize how tremendously powerful and empowering it is when a little change occurs in you. A little change occurs in you, and your world change. People who don't know you have changed start to change when you meet them. Their way of speaking with you or being, you see, you don't have to send them some email, look, you have changed and I'm coming. You just show up and you find that they may have already an idea what they're going to do, but they meet you and they're in a stronger orbit, a more beautiful orbit, and something it just reorientates itself to be in that field, totally spontaneously. You see, you don't have to tell anybody. They just automatically, the whole world just moves up to your level in a way. They just move up to your level. Try it and see, please, because I want somebody to prove me wrong about it. If you can find me to prove me wrong about it. it's easy to say just drop yourself, and so, sometimes you might hear it said, but I'll show you something easier than dropping yourself. You can't do it. You can't drop yourself if you remain the same self to drop yourself. You understand? You have to go behind the facade of the person into the space in which the person is observed, and then confirm, but wait a minute, there is a space here. I cannot be that. That must really register inside that has happened. That seeing has confirmed this thing. And then you see, it becomes automatic. When real seeing happens, whatever happens subsequently is spontaneous or automatic. It doesn't take someone there to keep remembering to do something. You see? Otherwise, it's ego trouble. You can't help, everybody gets a bit of it. The ego has no teeth, but everybody gets bitten by him. Everything is easy for you. Everything is easy for you. Everything is easier. We just get the habit of thinking it's difficult. Huh? Why everything easy? Because the perfect is already perfectly in place. Nobody can help the perfect. You can only develop the imperfect. You cannot develop the perfect. You can discover the perfect. You can recognize the perfect. Shining inside, tirelessly, radiant and full of joy. Like a flower that never fades, whose fragrance never go away. You are this flower.
You're
very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. 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 Very good. Very good, man. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. Huh? It's ridiculously easy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculously. It's completely. It's disgustingly simple.
Absolutely.
All this love.
Silly.
Give us a break.